Hello there, welcome back to Najd. Last time we messed about, took a little bit more land from Ming, and otherwise just, caused some trouble. I also managed to upload the wrong thing twice, and that resulted in some, very bad. Basically, I just want to say apologies, my apologies for uploading the wrong clip, and thus screwing you guys over. So hopefully you can forgive me, and this time we'll most likely continue where we left off. We'll probably also start looking into getting ourselves into Europe itself. But as I said, I want to try and get myself westernized before I actually start causing some trouble in Europe, because of the fact that it will most likely be very difficult and it will most likely cause some issues. So going after Venice is potentially a move here I can do. They only have 3 provinces, so going off them, and even if potentially vassalizing them and then peaceful annexation and use that as my way to get into Europe could potentially be a way, but I'm a little bit unsure how we'll actually do this. I need to take a little bit of look on how things actually work. Apparently Castile is a powerhouse with Portugal and not Aragon as their vassal or Persian union, so that'll be a little bit interesting. We'll also most likely continue our growth here. We'll probably backstab Delhi pretty soon and use Bamanis to, grow our land here. So Vijayanagar is definitely a target. Same with these guys, although I'll probably just go for a straight out vassalization of them. So we'll see, as I said, how this turns out, but for now I'll be basically trying to fight as many wars as often and as quickly as I can, to both with the intention of growing my forces, but also my land to some extent here. So we'll see how that plays out, but for now I think I'll do a little bit of thinking, planning, and then we'll see how we'll actually pull this off. Well, this is something a little bit funny that happens if you actually leave the war score or battle something, or basically just let the battle run while you're not here. And in my case I ended up with, as you can see, a battle where I lost about 3,000, they lost 11,000, and about 1.3 million survived, 300,000 on my side, and negative 1.2 million and negative 1.3 million. So that's a little bit hilarious, but it's non-essential really. But yeah, back to focus here. Shun, Shou, and Bamanis, or Ahmednagar. I'll be moving, as you might imagine, these guys back to India, and then we'll be declaring war. I decided to go for an alliance with Algiers and try to build up trust, and then slowly but surely vassalize them down the line. I think that could work out pretty good. So we'll see if I can actually pull that off and give myself a little bit of an advantage that way. But yeah, we'll be sieging, continuing our war with Swahili and aiming to take them. But as I said, I'm planning wars here on several fronts. For now, we'll most likely not have too much warfare on the western front. Basically, we'll be sitting by and waiting for a chance here, with most likely going after a ravaged Aragon or Naples that has been riddled by rebels. Could potentially be a way to go about this, but it still remains to be seen what we'll actually do. Going after Naples is also a little bit risky, but for example Aragon, going after them and taking Sicily for example could actually work out pretty well. So as I said, we'll see what we'll be planning, but I'll definitely be going after quite a colony, I think, with the intention of taking Basra and then releasing Iraq. So we'll see how it goes. Like this here, so I don't actually have a Casus Belli on these guys, and will suffer this stability hit, but that doesn't really matter because they're only allied with Vijayanagar, so potentially I can only get Vijayanagar in, but in a worst case scenario I'll get Malva and a couple of others, but I don't care if Malva actually joins in. That would be a bonus because then I can hand over some of the Mewar provinces and such. They're also at war with Bengal here, so ending up in a war with them would be beneficial to me. So we'll go ahead and declare that war, even though we'll take that stability hit and otherwise get a little bit, negative from it. But I'm pretty sure that, yeah, only Vijayanagar joined in, it seems. No, Malva joined in as well. Good. Then I can kick their asses and get what I want. But yeah, I'll probably split these armies up a little bit and simply siege these guys first, vassalize them, and then we'll be making peace deals with Vijayanagar, where we'll be handing over some of the remains of their provinces to them. So all in all, what I will be doing here is basically growing a vassal to a little bit bigger size. What the hell? Yeah, in theory, those guys didn't actually show up with any morale at all, so that's a little bit annoying. Yeah, screw me. This game just abuses you really, because the fact is the top stack doesn't have any morale, but the stacks under it has full morale, and it doesn't actually warn you about this. It simply says, well, you should have known, more or less, and that pisses me off. So fine, there's stacks under there. I should have checked. I should have seen if they actually were or had the appropriate, so to speak, amounts of what. I don't even know how to put it. It's simply that annoying. The appropriate amounts of morale. But even so, it's kind of ridiculous that I can, or a stack is shown not to be able to move. Even if I hover over, it doesn't actually tell me anything else. Now it tells me they have low morale, so perhaps I could have seen it from a point of view like that. But even so, it didn't really help me at all. So yeah, it's a bit annoying, but we'll see how it goes. For now, we'll be dealing with Mandu, or these guys first, which basically means that I'll be putting my guys in siege mode, and I'll also be killing off those troops for them. We'll also be upgrading our diplomatic tech, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, we can definitely upgrade it. We can now build dry docks and trade depots, which should be a little bit helpful at the very least, and also, well, boost me a little bit, I think. But even so, we will be placing these guys, I think, in this territory here. Try not to get too much war exhaustion. It doesn't actually matter if this war actually takes a little while, because, well, the goal here is very simple: to well, vassalize these guys and also grow Meva and then the vassalized state, or Nobamani. So hopefully we can pull that off and make it work. We'll see how it turns out. As you can see, the sieges over here are basically done. Malva is ours, and as such, I'll be forcing him to at least hand over one province now, and probably done as well. I'm a little bit unsure how full annexation will go in terms of, yeah, most people in the area will hate me. I'll actually get something with even Castile and the Ottomans, so that's not a good idea. For now, we'll see if they hand that over, and I could potentially make them a vassal, but I have no idea how many cores they actually have, or if they actually have any cores at all. It doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like they even have claims on anything around here. Let's take a quick look. Nope, doesn't look like it. So we'll just go for handing over the core in this, and then I think I can hand over the last province next time, hopefully. So we'll be aiming for that, and give me trade power. You'll give up your deals with Persia, Shan, Vijayanagar. I think rather Show. I think we'll go for that one, and that means that they are out of the war. And now I can start focusing on these guys, and then sooner or later we'll be able to take down well, the real target, so to speak, which is Vijayanagar. So we'll see how it goes. We'll also be declaring war on Show, I think, pretty soon. So we'll see how it all plays out. We're ready to make peace with Swahili. We'll be taking quite a lot of land here, and the only ones who really hate us for this is the Mamluks. LGS won't actually. I'm actually surprised that LGS will get -9, because they are far or further away than the Ottomans, I think. If it's by capital, then they might be closer, but other than that, it would be further away. So I will be going for this or these terms, I think. Refresh, please. Connection lost, so I'll simply have to wait for my internet to start working again, so I'll be right back. And I'm back. Apparently my game decided to crash, or not the game. Steam decided that I wasn't allowed to play anymore, and as a result I've been bumped a little bit back, but it should be fine. We'll be continuing the war and making the peace deal with Swahili once we can, and still, it's a little bit annoying that Iron Man mode actually got kicked out, thanks to the fact that Steam decided that I was apparently not logged onto their systems anymore for some weird reason that I can't really understand. And well, I'm back now, so it shouldn't actually be that much of an issue here. But yeah, I'll be trying to deal with those rebels, and otherwise just get the peace deal here now with Swahili, the one that apparently made a game or logged me out of Steam last time. Apparently they felt that I was a little bit too mean to the natives or something, I have no idea. But there we go, it's done, I have gotten what I want, and you can go down there, I think. I'm a little bit unsure if sending him into territory like that will actually work. I want him to, short story, I want him to establish a colony down there, so I can easily get around the Cape, and thus start the process of getting myself closer to a westernized nation. We'll see how it turns out. Hilariously enough, the show army is actually over here, and that actually poses a very interesting, well, position for me here, because that means that I can declare war on them, and of course, why wouldn't I when they so nicely give me the opportunity to do so. Hangzhou will be probably the last province we take from them, so we'll see how this goes. Declare war has been declared. How many men do you guys have? Not that many. We'll split these guys up into sieging stacks. They should be able to defeat most of the enemies that we could run into, and we'll simply start with the coast and move our way out. And I think I'll keep about 4,000 men on the border regions here to just get ourselves a little bit ahead. But yeah, goal, get Ming some more provinces. Also, it seems that I can't actually vassalize these guys, as it turns out, which is quite bad. Only missing 4%. That is kind of ridiculous, but even so, what we'll be doing then is, wow, good. I guess I'll take that one. But as I was saying, what we will be doing then is most likely just going for sieging Vijayanagar, getting basically what we want from them, which is to have them hand over every province that every Bamani core, and then to boost that, we'll also hand over. We'll take a couple of provinces from Vijayanagar that we will be selling to Bamanis again. So that's the plan. We'll see how it turns out. Well, on a positive note from the show thing here, or positive and positive. Apparently, I can now take some of the Ming cores back from the Horde here. I have no idea how the Horde mechanics actually work, if I can actually make peace with them like this. Apparently I can, good. So I can then hand these two over to Ming if I want to. But the positive thing here also, we can do deals with Ayutthaya, which basically means that I can hand some things over to Khmer again. So we'll probably drag these wars out for a little while. So anyway, Champa Udong is also a Khmer province. So we will be sieging the entirety of Shao and then go after, I think, the Horde, or we'll actually wait with the Horde things. We basically need this province as well, so we'll take these three from Shan and so forth, and then go after the Horde after that. But the positives here, as I said, is that Ayutthaya and Champa join in, because that means that I can get 3 of the 4 cores that Khmer do not hold. So that is also good. Potentially I can also go for taking Rayong here from these guys. I'm pretty sure they will take it, I guess. I can hope at least. Yeah, I can hope. I'm a little bit unsure if they'll actually take it. So let's see here. We'll check the culture map. I think that's the easiest spot. No, it's not an accepted culture. So Khmer, I can give them these provinces. I can give them Vietnamese provinces. So no, apparently not a possibility. But we'll see how it goes. Apparently, this I haven't actually seen before. The nation of Morocco has started to become westernized. So basically, Morocco has started their westernization process, which I think is rather sweet, because that means that the AI will actually westernize now. And I'd say that a nation like Morocco to have them westernized is actually pretty, I'd say, fun, or to some extent even what you would expect. So that's good at least. But for now, as I said, sieges are top priority. We'll have to go north sooner to deal with those Horde guys, but we should be fine even so. So what is the goal here to get from these guys? It's of course provinces to Ming, and I'll set up peace deals, then we'll see what we'll do. But unfortunately, this is all that I have time for in this time. As I said, I'm sorry for uploading the same episode twice. Hopefully I can make up for it in the future by not doing it again. And hopefully I can also keep on growing my little empire here until we actually have what we want. But this war, or these wars, are basically should help me pretty well along the way. And we'll see if well, Bangladesh, how many cores do you have? Only 1. You're not interesting. You are to be destroyed, yeah, at first opportunity. But yeah, it would be fun if the rebels had actually done something else and created another country, so to speak. But yeah, Mamluks will also have to be dealt with, and Algiers can we hopefully peacefully vassalize further down the line, and hopefully I can get this colony up and running so that I can try and get around the Cape to westernize. So we'll see how that turns out next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. I'll see you around, as I said, next time. Bye.